All right, here's where we're at. We've got the water in the new tank. The door is back in place backwards. It opened into this room the way I had it set up originally because I wanted to be able to use the other side for a garage and I didn't want to have it open. I didn't expect to have this many tanks, I'll be honest with you. I was expecting to have I was expecting to have this tank and maybe one or two small other tanks, but you know how it gets away from you. Anyway, so I got the door back on there. The door frame is tweaked. I remember I had to shave and it wasn't square, so when I put the door in, I had to do things to get the door to fit to the door. And it doesn't fit backwards. So I think eventually, if I keep the door, I'm going to have it mounted backwards, but I'm going to have to do things, shave it down or whatever to make it able to fit. As far as the murkiness of the water, I saved all the goop from under the previous undergravel filter, all that delicious bacteria, because I've got a fair few fish going back in. I put the two geos in this tank for now, scaring the crap out of the albino Hakeles, but they'll get along for long enough, I suppose. So then these guys, mostly Bashirs and catfish. Bashirs and catfish. Like, oh, it's a really tall tank for Bashirs and catfish. Yeah, well, that's not what's going to be in here in the long run. It's going to be Bashirs and catfish for now. But I'm going to wait for this to process a little bit before I throw the other guys in there. They do have, I don't know if you can see it, I've got one of the, an air pump there. There was two sponge filters that were in the 55-gallon tank. They're still in there. So these guys are still getting filtration and oxygen, and there's fewer of them, like I said, because I took the two bigger cichlids out and threw them in a different aquarium. So, long story short, I'm going to let these guys kind of chill before I go back to this. Anyway, that's all I'm going to do for today, I think. I switched the AC unit from AC to heat just in case, because there's big cracks, you know, and it's not very well insulated, so I'm just not really comfortable with not having the heat on in here. I only have a couple heaters running. That tank right there has a heater on in it, and that tank down there has a heater on it because they get a direct blast from the AC unit. The AC unit blows right on them. And then I think I have this aquarium has a heater in it. That's it. Oh, the big tank has a heater down in the sump. You might be able to see it back down in there, but it's not plugged in. The motors, the pumps for the big aquarium, they generate enough heat by themselves that this aquarium, the big aquarium, stays probably a good 3 or 4 degrees over what the room temperature is. So I mean, it stays pretty darn warm. And there's a lot of fish in here too. There's way more fish than you would expect. And there's some big boys. We got some bruises. Anywho, thanks for watching. Have a great day.